Sacred thread of the soul. The soul is the sanctum sanctorum of the body. We have been searching for the soul which is nearer than your breath, and yet so far. Sacred scriptures describe the residence of the soul and give pathways to connect with it. A practical path to connect with this sacred sanctuary is through the utterance of a holy word or mantra or by means of a sacred thread. There are countless holy men and prophets who have shown the way to the soul, but the soul remains unseen. The Brahmin priests from time immemorial have used a thread that is purified and sanctified with prayers and sacrifices so that the thread becomes sacred. There are sacred thread ceremonies even to this day, especially for young Indian boys who are growing to manhood. The thread becomes the link to the soul. This has been a tradition for many, many Indians. Nobody questioned the validity, sanctity, and value of this sacred thread called Janeau. It is supposed to protect one, allows one to be purified, and also allows one to read scriptures. And there are many other untold benefits. Then, during the birthing of Sikhism, a young man named Nanak was to undergo the sacred thread ceremony at the age of 9 years. Young Nanak asked his father, who was wearing the thread and who was of Hindu heritage, "Why do you wear the thread?" The father was initially stunned but said his father gave it to him and he wore it to be blessed. The young Nanak was not satisfied with his answers. So he said, "The Pandit is coming who will perform the ceremony. You may ask him those questions." The Pandit Hardayal came to perform the traditional sacred thread ceremony at their house. Before the Pandit could perform the ceremony, the young Nanak questioned the whole premise and the validity of the thread, especially if it belongs to the high class castes. The ceremony also included shearing the hair from the head, leaving a thin strand of hair called the bodhi. This small strand of hair would give him tremendous knowledge and blessings according to the priest. To this Nanak answered, "If a small amount of hair will give me so much knowledge, then how about all my hair? They would give me immense power and knowledge, so please don't cut my hair." The young, curious, rebellious Nanak also asked if wearing Janeau would cast away death. To this and many other questions, the Pandit had no answers. So Nanak kindly cancelled the ceremony. Instead, he gave his own measured response to the so-called sacred thread. Nanak, who became the sage of all sages and the avatar of the century, said, "Make compassion the cotton. Make compassion the cotton, contentment the thread, modesty the knot, and truth the twist. If you link them together and lead a righteous life, this is the sacred thread of the soul. If you have such a thread, please put it on me. It does not break, does not get soiled, or cannot be lost or burnt. Blessed are those mortals who wear such a thread around their neck." He went on to say, "The Lord's praise is the true sacred thread. Such a thread is worn in the court of the Lord. It shall never break." Nanak in his discourse one time said, the Brahmins, after committing thousands of falsehoods, sacrificing goats and deceptions, taking payments, leave the world without the thread. The thread is not a link to the soul or a pathway to God. The thread has its own practical uses, so use it wisely. To deepen your spirituality and feel the essence of your being, Nanak said, do Nam Japa, daily constant remembrance. It is the act of prema bhakti and pure awareness that will wake you up and enlighten you. The mystery of life is also revealed when the heart that is aligned to the soul is empowered with an intuitive vision that will unmask the source. The soul is the life-giving power within us and makes us humans with unlimited potential. We should inquire about the soul and its unmanifest presence. It is not through techniques, but through the art of absolute attention that may allow us for the soul to manifest and flower. It is the meditation of attention and non-doing that may reveal the movements and vibrations of the soul and flood your inner being with a taste of eternity. May you all enjoy your fulfillment with the essence. Thank you for listening.